All right, how do we feel about a show? Want to do show?
I feel like we
Make
can
it
do a
happen.
show.
Do show? Do show?
Do show. Show do. Super Bowl for a while. Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Nerds, One Quest. I am your host and DM, JC Dittmer, here with these three nerds, because we have a full house, although a full house usually requires 5 cards. That man counting in his fingers and above me is one Ryan Crixus-Kukta. How you doing this morning, buddy?
Oh, Tom, feeling fantastic for the Sunday morning. Let's do a little dungeons and throw in some dragons, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see.
Ooh, a dragon. Let me add that to the fight. No.
Yoinks!
That man looking pensive at me and shaking his head no is one Tom M. Norman. How you doing this morning, buddy?
Zoinks, yo!
Zoinks. Zoinks, yo. The meddling kids.
Cook
I've
just
seen
said, Cook just said zoinks,
Oh, good.
and that reminded me of Jay and Silent Bob, zoinks, yo.
Oh.
So that's where my head went.
Oh man, it'll be nice to have dog in my back.
Hell yeah, Will.
That's gonna be nice. We're going to that, right? If it comes through the theaters,
I would love to.
like hands down. If Smith comes anywhere near here, we're going.
Yeah, I would absolutely go see that
All right,
10-hour show.
I am in for that for sure.
I am good.
And
Otherwise,
Oh yes. Awesome. Who's got 2 thumbs and is doing good this morning? This guy. With the fireworks.
Oh, I forgot about the fireworks.
I forgot that happens too. It just started going. I'm like, whoa. And last but not least, the legend, the lore master, the lazy dragon, our lovable genius, Jeff Williams. How you doing, sir?
Good. As far as that full house goes, you are 3 of a kind, and I'll bring the pair.
Okay then.
All right. Joke didn't quite fall through.
Checks out.
Or, come through.
Oh, no.
3 of a
Oh,
kind.
no, I got it.
No, it hit squarely.
Hmm.
Just sitting funny.
Yeah, that's what happens when they.
I mean,
know.
you get hit squarely in the pair, you tend to be silent for a little bit, and then the scream comes.
Yeah. And sit funny.
not funny,
That's it.
haha. Just funny, weird.
She fell weird.
How
But
about
if you leave the camera rolling,
I kind of like just delaying this out.
Jeff, do you have a recap for us? Let's get us on
I
track
do.
here.
I do. So we started the session as the Fargo Deep Mine was collapsing and caving in on top of us. Grim took his opportunity to grab his hand axes and he took off. Pepper grabbed some stuff off of Kobold A and ran, and Sue grabbed the tooth and tried dragging Pepper out also. Sue and Pepper didn't have too much of a hiccup, but Graham barely made it through, but we did all make it out. And then upon resting, one of the objects from Kobold A turned out to be a swarm of bees in a bag, so we had to take care of that. That was fun. Then we decided to walk back in case we see signs of the youngster who was missing, and it turned out we ran into a Defias bandit, and we tricked him into thinking we were also bandits, and we set up a meeting with them for the next day to return the kid because apparently he was kind of a hassle. So we were gonna meet him up to take the kid. So we teleported back to Goldshire and gave the marshal the update about the mine and Goldtooth, and he mentioned some stuff at the logging camp, Eastvale logging camp, that they were looking for some investigators. So we got to ride by Griffin, since that was closer to our meeting point with Defias for the next day anyway. While we were there, we were supposed to meet with a contact who is named Wiley, who Pepper actually knew from prior. But Wiley's been missing for 3 days. We stayed in his cabin and found a secret message that we could not decode. But we got up, got an early start the next morning to head to our meeting spot on the trail. And that's
All right.
where we begin.
That is where we begin. It is a cool, dewy fall morning. Sun is just cresting the horizon. You guys have gotten, you said you were going to get here early and kind of scope the land out. Let me do this. Give me a second here.
While we're walking, I'm going to try a little talk with the guys about, okay, is the plan here that we pretend to be Defias and we're taking the boy on some kind of a mission so he goes willingly? Are we going to fight the Defias we meet? Feel like we're going to be coming back to the logging camp area, and I guess if they still think that we're Defias, it might be easier to get in, and if we're going to have a fight, I guess I'd rather fight on the way out.
I think the plan wasn't the plan to, like, we were just going to take the boy back home. Like, that was the plan once we got here.
Right.
Like, they agreed to give him to us.
Right. So do we just keep up the pretense that we're Defias until we have to?
I think it would be in our benefit if we kept this guise up until we were found out or had to break. This may be beneficial to us in the long run if we can play both sides.
Aye, and if we have to smash them, we smash them.
We are playing the game of houses here, and I am skilled. Remember, I am a nobleman.
I am skilled, remember.
I good speaker, remember.
I speak best. It is the best speak.
I have proficiency in remembering.
Remembelling. Proficiency in remembering. There we go.
Oh,
Do you guys put the bandanas on?
Probably once we're away enough from the logging camp that no one from there will notice.
Yeah, it's about an hour walk. Hike. It's about the same whether you go around on the road or if you cut through the woods. Or if you're cutting through the woods, it slows you down a bit, so it's about an hour either way. So probably just less of a hassle to walk along the road. It's up to you guys, though, if you want to cut through.
Good to bring up the map. I'd also mentioned last time that we Pepper would have mentioned her how she knew Wiley back. Like they met while mucking stables back before she was working for the apothecary, and she'd seen him on and off. He was probably doing deliveries and things. They like to get in trouble together, but for some reason he was much better at the sneaky part, and she was much better at coming up with the pranks, I guess.
You guys used to take the cow patties and scoop them into leather bags and then go drop them in the fancy places of town?
Yeah. And if we really didn't like them, we'd light them on fire.
Yeah. And then you'd watch people like slipping it and stuff.
Yeah.
So, you do eventually come to, if you're looking at the map, the triangular crossroads north of the Brackwell pumpkin patch. There's that little triangle there. That's where you're coming to. Here on the map, what you see, the black is the big black mass, and the middle is a giant rock that is taller than you, so you can hide behind it. It's like 10 feet tall, so it would take some climbing to get on top of it if you wanted to. All the other little black dots are trees. So as you can see, there's kind of a path along the middle there, and then down to the south. East to west, the path runs, and then down south. There's a path that runs away to the south. Make perception checks as you guys wanted to get here early and you wanted to scope out the land.
Kind of looks like that rock, like a long time ago, was kind of a physical marker of where you needed to turn to go to the pumpkin patch.
Yeah.
And now the road is there, so it's not a big deal. But
yep. That is very much what it looks like. Exactly.
14.
7.
7, and 16. Yeah, scoping around. You do notice nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, this is well-traveled road, east to west. You do find, like the one thing you find is like the wreckage of an old war machine from war in the past. If any of you want to do a history check, you can.
Only 11.
Sure, they make me study in school. 23.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Pepper, you understand that this is one of the old war machines from the war. When it's appropriate that the elf doesn't understand this, and the dwarf, and then the human's the one that gets it, is really kind of interesting because this is an old war machine from when the humans took back, the Lordaeron Alliance took back Stormwind from the orcs. The orcs invaded from the south and took over Stormwind some 75 years ago or so. And about 40 years ago, the humans had retreated to Lordaeron and thus formed the alliance of the humans, dwarves, and elves and gnomes. And,
Oh my.
yeah, exactly. And through that alliance, we're able to push through and rid Stormwind of the orcs. Although there was much rebuilding that needed to be done after that. But this is a war machine from that era. It's got a big old, like, freaking grate on the front of it and a catapult, but it's beaten to hell. It's not functional. It's like there's vines and moss and shit growing over it. And it was been sitting here
stripped
for 4 years.
parts many years ago. It's up on blocks.
Yeah, any of the wood on it is like questionable at best. Well, that is the one thing that you find in the wood lines around this area. So you wait. And you wait. And right about the time the sun is fully above the horizon, a singular Defias shows up. You guys can position yourself where you'd like to.
Once he shows himself,
yeah,
I would.
He doesn't hide himself. He comes walking up the road from the Brackwell pumpkin patch.
Oh, yeah. Once we see him, I would move myself up to the front.
Grim, are you good where you want to be?
I am, yeah. I'm still, I'm hiding the size of our force a bit.
Okay. Jeff, or Sue, when you look at this guy, it's not the same guy you talked to or ran into. He's younger. Maybe 18, 20-ish. He's got the mask up over his eyes. There's just one of you? I was told there'd be 3.
We are here. Where's the boy?
We have him. Where are you going to take him?
We are bringing him back to his mother, back to the farm.
Has she gotten her crap together yet?
We will make sure that she keeps a better eye on him. She was working on it when we left.
Her house is in order, though. It's clean. There's food.
Yes.
He looks at you skeptically.
We will make sure that the boy is safe, clean, fed before we leave him.
Make a persuasion check.
Dirty 20.
From behind this tree, another Defias steps out with a young boy. And she's not, it's clearly a female, and she's not manhandling him at all. She said, that sounds good to me. I believe you. Billy, go with them. And he turns and looks up at the Defias and goes, do I have to? Living with mom's so horrible. Billy, you need to go with them. And at that moment, there's a yell from what would be your guys' left. As another Defias steps out over there. And he yells, now! And I need you to roll initiative.
Motherfucker.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Oh, shit. This would be really interesting the way this goes.
18.
18. Grimm's got a 7, so depending on what Pepper gets, he may want to switch stuff up.
I want to do that.
Also 18.
I think I'd want to switch with Pepper.
I'm happy being anywhere in the order. I'll take later. It's fine.
Okay, so we'll move Grimm to 18 and Pepper to 17. Or 7?
Sure.
7, yeah.
7. Then the question is Sue or Grimm, who wants to go first? You're both at 18.
I'll go first.
Who would most reasonably have first action?
I'm going to
That makes
actually
sense.
come back around.
Whoa. Hold your shit.
Oh.
You aren't first. You're going before Grimm. You are not first, sir.
You said go first?
Oh.
You said go first?
I said who wants to go first? Grimm or Sue?
Wow.
Because you're both at 18. We were resolving this. No, Mr. Senior over here is going to go.
Mr. Senior.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30. He's going to go to there. And what has he got that he can do?
I'd like to go.
He is going to use his action to get up in your shit. He's gonna get right to there. He's gonna double move to get right up to you. Then it is your turn too.
Shit. So if I move, he's gonna have opportunity.
Yeah, he is. That's all he could do this turn. But it takes his reaction away for the rest of the round.
I'm gonna risk it.
All right.
I'm gonna move. So if he wants to take his opportunity,
Yep. That is a 23 to hit.
that's a yes.
And that is 7 slashing damage as you move away from him.
All right.
Does that halt him in his place?
What's that?
Only if he has Sentinel.
Oh, only if he has Sentinel. That's what I'm thinking of. Yep. All right, cool.
5,
Pretty good.
15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to go up to Grim, slap him on the ass, and give him,
Get out there, Tiger.
yeah. You're in. Tag, you're it, baggy eyes.
Feels right.
And give him guidance.
Cool. Remind me what
Oh,
guidance is again. Is it a D4? Yeah, D4.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 D4 to any ability check using the chosen skill.
Do you choose the skill?
Oh, apparently.
Or do I?
Is that new? I don't remember there ever being a skill chosen.
Might be new. I think that is new.
Interesting.
So skill meaning like perception, performance, like that?
Yes, I believe so. That's what it sounds like. So it might not be a thing you want to do.
I mean, if it was strength, would that include an attack? Is that a skill check?
No,
yes.
because wouldn't it?
Yes,
wouldn't
because
it say
everything
attack?
everything that you roll is a check, isn't it? What's the hierarchy of that?
Yeah, the newer rules were much more specific on what they were calling checks because they, I think, in the interest of combining things, just like how they did the level 4 to take the stat bump is actually a feat, not a choice between a stat bump or a feat. I think this was one of those where they were trying to be more defining on what a skill was, but I don't have it memorized yet.
Because that changes what I would do then. I would not
Yep.
take.
Hang on, let's figure it out exactly. I'm looking for it. Roll. It's not under check, so.
Yeah, I say,
It
otherwise
says
you probably
page
have
282 of the free rules book.
282. Oh, this isn't the free rules book though. 282. No, 282 in the underplaying the game. Conditions, damage types. This is thrilling. Making an attack, cover, movement, position. Combat. Not combat.
I should probably read my spells before I do shit, huh?
Yeah, that may be it.
I
Ability
think
checks.
guidance used to just be a D4 on all, wasn't it?
Is it an
all,
ability check?
Oh no, that was blast.
I used to be able to choose when I wanted to use it. Now you must now pick a specific skill to buff, so it doesn't apply to initiative rolls, checks with tools, etc. But it works on all checks with that skill for a full minute.
Yeah. What is read the wording exactly again?
You touch a willing creature and choose a skill. Until the spell ends, the creature adds 1d4 to any ability check using the chosen skill.
Yeah. So choose a skill. Skills are very clear and defined on the character sheet.
All right,
So if you don't want to do that, you don't have to.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense for what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Unless
We
you
can
think
look for
I'm going to need a
clarification.
dexterity check or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to take my 7 damage back.
Oh, and stay by him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so if you filtering around, D20 test is what it's called. D20 tests encompass the 3 main D20 rolls of the game: ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws.
There you go.
So there it specifically lists them separately, so I would say that it does not affect attack rolls.
Correct. That makes
And
sense.
that was like 7 jumps to get there. Felt like quantum leap.
We got it. Where are you now, Sam?
All right, so I'm going to hit him with my flail.
Flail. Flail away.
Flail.
17 to hit.
17 does hit him.
Nice. 5 damages.
5 damages.
5 flailing damages.
What? Are you done?
Yes, sir.
Turkey. Graham,
Yeah, 5
it
turkey
is your
damages.
go.
I pecked him in the nose.
Go, 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 go.
Alright, I don't think I can get there anymore. So 5.
Grim, and your first 5-foot step, make a perception check for me.
Sure. 4.
Yeah, keep going.
Alright.
Carry on.
Carry on.
So I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna say out loud, does this warbird speak for you? We are here for the child's safety, not for a battle. And then I'm gonna fling my hand axe at the captain because he's the only one so far that's attacking us. 21 to hit.
21 does hit him.
And for 5 damage.
5 damages.
Well, that's the number of the day, huh? 5?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Today's show is brought to you by the number 5.
Uh-huh.
If you
And the letters
remember
F and U.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
What was that?
after using your axe, you had some kind of ability that gives you like advantage on your next attack, and you do have another axe.
So that, well, I can't, let's see, I can't attack twice yet, can I? Wait,
Yeah, because it was a light weapon.
I can only attack once.
You have the bonus action if you used your. It was the same thing you did with gold tooth.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But you can only do it with the hand axes right now.
Yep. Because there was
I
that
guess I'll do that.
double throw as you approach and then get your hammer out as you get in there.
No, I would have had my shield, so
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't have been prepared for a ranged attack at this point, so I'm gonna keep my shield out.
Makes sense. Pepper, it is you.
Ooh, it's me.
It's you. Pepper, make a perception check.
Can do. Eighteen.
Hey, you made it. Over here in the woods, there's another one.
All right, not much I can do about that now, but good to know. I think she's gonna line up right here, kind of in the middle. Let's see. Gotta be impressive, right? Gotta make it like this is gonna hurt you guys more than it hurts us.
This is gonna hurt you more than it hurts me.
All right, because it's more for the visual than for the actual damage. Pepper's gonna cast Witch Bolt on the captain.
Ooh. Really? More for the visual than the actual damage? That's like a D12, isn't it? That continuously happens?
It's 2d12 initially, and it's a 16 to hit.
16 does hit him. Just hits him.
Okay.
Actually, not just hits him. That hits him.
All right. So it is 16 damage, and the bolt stays connecting them.
All right.
I know it's risky because it's a concentration then, and there's somebody behind me, so.
Yep. All
That's
right, and then you're
good
done.
enough for me. Yep.
Okay. Fang draws a dagger and steps forward towards Sue. And swings to hit him. Oop, shit, that's the wrong statue. Here we go. 18 hit Sue.
Mm-hmm. Sure
4
does.
pure damage.
I'm sorry, how much?
4. The
So make
female
sure you
Defias
They stand.
says, Billy, run, hide. Get behind a tree. And she is going to go 5, 10, 15 as she draws a dagger as well. And Swings at Pepper. That, however, is a 7 because she's not very good
Miss.
at this. Let's see, this guy. Gotta do this. Okay, dude. Eesh. This guy steps out from behind a tree and fires a crossbow bolt at Grim.
Wait, there was another guy behind Grim? Grim, what are you doing?
That's a nat 1. Oh, geez. All right, Billy. That is like directly in line with Billy.
Oh, shit.
Dex save for Billy. 14. He gets out of the way of it. It hits the tree by him. But
Wow.
he gets out of the way of it.
Oh, Billy.
Let's see.
Billy.
This guy
Billy, don't you lose my number.
steps out from behind this tree and fires a crossbow bolt at Grim.
Another one.
That's a 13 to hit.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. And then the one you saw before, Pepper, steps forward to here and fires a crossbow bolt at you. That's a 14 to hit.
I will take the opportunity to cast Shield.
Okay.
So it it hits the shield and the shield stops it.
Does casting a spell within range 5 feet of someone, an enemy, provoke a nail?
I don't believe so. I think it's just a movement thing.
I thought it happened.
I mean, that's a Pathfinder rule for sure.
Okay. Oh, that's why I'm thinking of it. Okay, yeah. Oh hell, I gotta do this yet. Give me 1 second. All right, and then at that moment, there is a black blur. How do I do this? Good lord. I did it wrong. Sorry. I will get there eventually. There's a black blur that shows up over here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5 grabs Billy and heads into the woods this way.
Damn it. I'd like to roll perception to see if I see that.
Yeah. You can get a perception check on that. I mean,
17?
Kind of your concern. 17, yeah. Someone dressed in black.
All right.
Completely covered in black, hood, face mask, everything. Does not look Defias. Where the
How
Defias
tall?
probably wear red bandanas to identify themselves. Is head to toe in black.
I
How
use
tall?
a free action to yell that out to Grim.
Sure, yeah.
Grim, the
Um,
boy's been taken south.
Tall enough to scoop up an 8-year-old in his arm and go around a corner. They're actually kind of difficult to see now. They've disappeared into the brush. Let's see. Captain here is going to take his actually, he's going to turn. You're going to get an AO, Sue, as he turns and moves towards Pepper, because that witch bolt is bugging the hell out of him.
Yikes.
I will take advantage of that and use my flail. And not
Flail
hit
away.
him with a 3.
All right, that sounds good to him. He moves towards Pepper and swings with a scimitar. That is a 6 to hit you.
That
Oh
would be a miss.
wait. Back up. That is the wrong.
Backing up.
I have the wrong stat sheet up. My bad. Let's try this again. Okay. Attack number 1, scimitar. He misses with a nat 1. Attack number 2 was with a scimitar as well. That's a 7 because he rolled a 2, 1, 2, and we'll go for the trifecta with his dagger. See if he gets a 3.
Oh,
Come on. Oh, it's hidden behind the shit. No, that's a nat 20.
oh no.
Oh boy. At least it was the dagger. I mean, like, that could have been worse.
Yeah.
It's 6 piercing damage.
All right, hold on.
So
I gotta do a
then
thing.
you
I
need
gotta do a
to
thing.
16? Or no, 10. You got to beat a 10.
Yeah, half of
half
the damage.
or
Minimum
10.
10.
Yep, minimum 10. So beat a 10.
We're good. 17.
All right, you still have that on him. Sue, it's your turn.
Well, I can't leave Pepper to fight by herself.
No, that'd be kind of a bad idea.
You remember what you saw Pepper do in the mine? At any point, she can leave the battle, and you don't have to worry about that.
I'm always worried about Pepper.
Feels right.
Oh my, it makes me sneeze.
That is accurate. I am going
Just
to...
in case you're wondering, Pepper's getting assaulted.
Salted and peppered.
Them's the jokes, folks.
I really kind of felt like muting you at that point. I could do that.
Tom, don't be so salty. Come on.
God damn it! I'll
Yeah.
shut the stream right. Turn down and turn us right around and go home.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. So I don't incur an AO. I'm going to toll the dead. To the captain.
Nice.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Captain, make a wisdom saving throw. Oh, Captain, my Captain. 7.
He fails.
Clearly.
So he will
He's
take.
not a wise man. Or he's just a little distracted right now.
$11 necrotic damage.
11.
Nice roll.
Almost crit.
He is bloodied.
Nice. And that's going to be my turn.
Grim.
All right, Fang's gonna get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. That would be a... Oh, shit. I'm rolling damage before the attack roll. An 18 to hit ya.
Misses.
Oh, it misses. Oh, dang. Crap. I
Yeah,
re-rolled the
my armor
damage again.
class is now 19 because of the cloak of protection.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can be doing that high AC paladin bullshit to me again. I love it.
Yeah, I guess. Now remember, I tried to give the cloak of protection away.
It's fair.
It's not
It is
my
fair. You
fault.
did. I do remember that. So I blame Tom and Jeff for this one.
But I am going to take the warhammer at the side of the captain's head
Ooh.
for swinging anything at Pepper.
Okay. Swinging anything at Pepper.
And it's only a 14 to hit.
That just misses.
Oof.
Feels right.
Just misses.
So yeah, that's it.
All right. That moves us to Pepper then.
All right. First up, Pepper's going to use the bonus action to Witch Bolt.
Witch Bolt.
This time it's only 1d12. And heyo, that's a
Oh,
12.
snap.
Yeah, dog.
It's a lot like the Ghostbusters at the end of the movie when this shit's flying all over the place and off the gun.
And then
Proton beams.
let's see. All right. Pepper's just going to, because they're wearing melee, Pepper's just going to swing Oops, wrong screen. Pepper's just gonna swing her staff, her quarterstaff.
Okay. At the captain.
Yeah. And it's not a hit. 7.
Is that
So
the
we're
end of
good
your
for
go?
another round here. Yeah.
All right.
Oops, I forgot to put my damage on here.
Fang is going to swing at Sue. That's a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. Barely.
6 piercing damage. Fade is going to swing at Pepper because she's got that magic. She's worried about that magic thing connected to Captain. It was almost a 19. It's a 6.
That's a miss.
All right, then C. Where is C again? C is going to shoot at Sue with a crossbow. $16 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
3 piercing damage. D is also going to shoot at Sue.
Grim, you left Sue to be
That's a 15.
pincushion.
15 hits.
Sue's a grown ass man.
5
Looks like
grown ass health. It's 5 piercing damage.
How you doing,
then-
Sue?
I don't feel so good.
Oh, if only we had a cleric.
Then E. Yeah, something tells me when it comes back around to Tom's turn, he's not going to say, "Is anyone damaged?" E is going to shoot at Pepper. 6. What is with the 3s? Oh my gosh.
Pepper's kind of a small person. She's hard to hit.
Pepper, you hear from the woods. "I got the boy, Pepper, finish them," in a familiar voice.
Okay. I kind of had a feeling.
My captain is going to swing at Pepper because this witch bolt is hurting. It's a 19 to hit.
Yep. That's gonna hit. And nothing
7.
shield is gonna do about it.
7 slashing. Make your roll for your witch bolt.
Yep, 14.
All right, you can swing at you again, seeing that damn thing is not let loose. That's an 11. And
That's
that
a
misses.
miss.
And then he follows up with his dagger. He's trying to get you. He understands there's a spell effect here. 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit, and I'll let it come through.
4 piercing damage.
And that's not gonna make it. 8.
That's not gonna make it. So the witch bolt drops. He feels so proud, invincible. It is Sue's turn.
All right, well,
You must feel young and strong.
I'm going to cure wounds well, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to...
Hey, what? Your wounds would be a great idea right now.
Oh, I thought I had a potion of healing. But I forgot I gave those out.
Oh, yes. You gave them to everyone else because you can cure wounds.
Yeah, some level 1 cure wounds myself.
All right. Hit yourself with that.
For 18.
Hells yeah. That puts you back at full, sir.
Drops a beat.
Word.
I'm
Do
glad
you have
that
anything you
worked.
wanted- Do you have anything you would
Nice
like to do
job.
with your bonus action?
Whee!
Maybe.
No, I'm good right now.
All right, Grim. We're back to you, sir.
All right, still trying to hit Captain on the side of the head with my warhammer.
Okay.
25 should hit, I would think.
Yeah. That hits.
All right, so I'll put a divine smite in it, and I'm going to use my inspire action as well. So I'll hit him with 10 points of bludgeoning.
10 bludgeoning from the hammer. And a light erupts from where the hammer makes contact with his head.
And then a divine smite for 3 additional damage.
3 additional damage.
And then I'm going to use my channel divinity to inspire Pepper and add 14 temporary hit points.
Ooh, nice.
Well done, sir.
That's a very good turn.
Wow.
Like that turn.
That was really fun.
Next would be Pepper then. Nice turn, Ryan.
All right. Oh wait, I can't use more than one spell slot in a turn. Okay.
That's just the rule now, right? You can't use more than one spell slot.
Right. I was thinking if
So
I
you can do a
misty step,
cantrip and a spell, but it's just
Right. I was thinking of doing 2 leveled spells, and that doesn't. Let me draw.
Captain.
Let me draw something here. See if I can remember how to draw.
TTP. Ooh, that is a 20-foot.
It's 10-foot radius.
10-foot
I want it to
radius.
be just where I can feel the heat of it, but it's not touching me. Sorry, Grim, but we've talked about this. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get. Oh, wait, I can get. I'm gonna get those.
You get Fang and Captain.
Yeah, again, I have to probably hit either Grim or.
Yep.
Yeah, there. So Fang, Captain, and Grim, go ahead, and a loud noise occurs. This is shatter. Constitution saving throw.
Okay, Captain's got a 6.
That fails.
Fang has a 3. And Grim's got a 20.
Grim's got a 20,
Yeah.
so perfect. So it's 3d8 thunder damage. It's a 3, a 1, and a 2 for 6. So Captain and Fang take 6, and Grim take 3. That was underwhelming.
So the Captain, how would this kill him?
Ooh.
It'd be there's an interesting moment here, though. Describe the Captain dying first.
All right. Unless anybody else wants to, I would just say the noise erupts behind the Captain, and his eyes just you can see his ears start to bleed and his eyes roll up, and he just drops like a sack of potatoes.
Okay. He
Just
drops like
he
a
was
sack
not
of potatoes.
expecting it.
Fang takes the he takes the damage and is stunned, and you can see the blood out of the side of his ears. He physically is pushed to the side as the shatter goes off, and Fade yells, "Tell me, no!" And are you done with your turn?
Let's see. That was an action, so probably, yeah.
All right. Fang shakes it off, plays a little Taylor Swift, and swings at Sewell. 21 to hit.
Yar.
or 7 piercing damage. That is a ghetto crit. With his dagger.
Stabbed in the taint.
Yeah. Fade screams at Pepper, "You bitch, you're gonna pay for that," and swings at Pepper.
Whoa.
Clearly hostile now. 7 to hit. She's so frustrated she can't even hit you.
Yeah.
She's so angry. C fires a crossbow bolt at Sue. $12 to hit.
Negative.
D does the same thing. 7 to hit.
Negative.
E fires at Pepper. 5 to hit. These
I
are
feel
like
like
fucking
they just got
stormtroopers.
demoralized here. We should just take over this band.
As each one of them seeing, actually no, they're good. They're gonna continue going. Captain's dead. We're back to Sue.
I see Pepper yelling, "I'm the captain now."
Oh, look at me! Look at me!
Look at me.
I'm the captain now.
Grim. Oh, Captain, my captain.
All right. Well, I mean, I have to toll the dead against Fang.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's completely fair.
wisdom save.
Wisdom save for Fang. Wisdom. 13.
Ooh, just fails.
Ooh.
Nice.
Crit, 12 damage.
Hey, yo.
You want to describe how the bells kill Fang?
It's necrotic. So as the bells are tolling, he grabs his ears that were previously bleeding and he just crumples to the ground, and any visible sign of flesh on him just gets eaten away like a flesh-eating bacteria just instantly takes all of his skin, and he's left with just a bunch of insides and bone.
Make a Constitution saving throw. That's a fun idea.
Happy Halloween, people.
Grim, make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Story reasons.
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah.
a natural 1.
Yeah, you vomit. You vomit in reaction to this.
Who does he hit?
The captain. I mean, that's who he was fighting. He
Oh.
vomits on the captain's body. It's gonna make looting him interesting.
I found
This is your turn, then.
I found a coin. No, wait, that's a carrot from breakfast.
What'd you do? Swallow it whole, you heathen?
Graham, you need to chew your food.
All right, so my
appropriate.
turn, yeah?
Yep,
So
your turn. You have
I
Fade there.
will
Who has
swing my warhammer at Fade.
Fade has become like a ball of emotions. She has gone into a rage. Go ahead and yeah, that hits.
21 to hit,
That hits her.
and that is a 10 damage hits.
Doesn't seem to do as much as you thought it would do.
Oh, intriguing. Fade looks pretty tough then.
Would you
It
say
looks like
I'm
she's
gonna- Before I end my turn, I'm just gonna tell Pepper, Pepper, get away from this evil woman.
Pepper, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna say back to Grim. Grim, this is Mabel. This is not Tommy. This is Billy's sister.
Tommy,
Be careful
Billy,
what you do,
it's all the same.
and I will. 15, 20. Okay, so I'm gonna turn towards E, and I'm gonna let loose some magic missiles.
Ew, okay.
So let's go with 3 charges. So that's 5 missiles.
Okay.
Here we go. 1, 2.
Okay, question for you. Question for you. Do you get to know when they die? After each missile?
I like to think they all kind of shoot off at the same time.
Okay.
Less like
This
a
is
Roman
going to be
candle.
unloading a handgun into a guy that's already dead, basically.
Yeah, okay.
Because he died on the second missile.
Okay, yeah. So
The other 3 are just going to pin him to the tree.
jeez. Yeah, when you don't need the damage, magic missile rolls 4 every time. And that's the balance. All right. Oh, he's dead, you said. So.
Oh, yeah, he is dead. And we'll put it on him.
All right, and I'll turn back to Fade and say, it's time to go home.
Let's see. That's Fang. Fade says, fuck you, you bitch.
Sure, I get it.
And first swing is a 10 to hit.
Miss.
Second swing is a 6 to hit, which just seems very, very appropriate.
The tears are streaming down her face. It's all just like,
Yep.
like someone needs to collapse her into a hug and let her cry it out.
And third swing is a 19, though. So are you trying to hug her as she's swinging at you?
That's probably how I got caught on the third one without.
Okay, that makes sense. She catches you full with the dagger right across the chest for 7 damage.
Yeah, I deserved it.
C is shooting at Sue. Still. That's 16 to hit.
Ah, yeah, that hits.
For 5 piercing damage. D assesses the situation and takes off. Running into the woods. So he's good. That moves us back to he's dead. Back to Sue.
All right, I'm going to move east towards E.
Okay, E is dead, just so you remember.
Yeah.
Oh, is he? Who's alive yet?
Black, right?
Yeah. C,
C,
the one to the
C and Fade.
Oh,
AKA
that's why
Mabel.
I was looking at. Okay. All right. So. How are you looking, Pepper? As far as
with the bonus hit points, I'm doing okay. Like I don't need healing yet because I have the temp hit points still.
all right, I'm gonna.
If you can take out C, that'd be. He's been hitting you.
He has been. He's got your attention.
I'm gonna move back here by Grim.
Okay.
And toll the dead on C.
Yeah, okay. That works. So C needs a con save. No, wisdom save.
Wisdom, I think.
Yep. That's a 4.
Get him.
He hasn't been touched yet, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that's 5 damages.
5 damage. All right.
And then that'll be
your turn.
That'll be my turn.
All right, Grim. You.
All right, Grim is will look at Pepper, look at Fade, and say, "Sheep, what? Who?
Where? Why? And how?"
And then I'm gonna turn to Sue to see if Sue knows what the hell's going on.
Who's in the
Whether
woods?
Sue is or is not.
What's in front
I'm
of you?
I'm headed this way, and I'll give Fade a attack of opportunity.
Fade swings at your ass. You know it.
When Grim says that, I'm gonna yell back to him.
Or
It's his
nat 1.
It's his fucking sister, you daft dwarf.
I mean, it makes sense. His intelligence modifier is 0, and his wisdom modifier is -1. If he didn't make the connection, that's on brand.
Fair.
All right,
Completely
and
fair.
then I'm gonna attack C because I at least know C's the bad guy, and the rest of these I don't know what's going on. So
How are you attacking
gonna-
C?
yeah, good question. Guiding bolt right up.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. That is a very good idea. I was gonna say he's 45 feet away from you. How are you attacking him?
I think
Yeah,
you also
yeah,
have
but-
told.
I missed.
Yeah, you did.
I think you also might have told the dead. I don't remember. I thought for some reason that you also had that. So that's just a pretty
I do
good
have-
range.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
couple
60
of
feet.
spells that have pretty good ranges.
Do you have a anything else you'd like to do?
No,
Grim?
that's it.
All right, Pepper, it's on to you.
Does she seem like she's calming down any? Or
No,
it's just,
no. She seems like a Tasmanian devil right now.
all right.
Even trying to
bonus,
hug her is a bad idea in your mind.
All right. Bonus action. I'm gonna shillelagh up my staff and try to non-lethal her to unconsciousness.
Like you thought it would have been a good idea to try and hug her, but then she caught you with that one real good, and you're like, maybe not.
I'm gonna not use my inspiration on this one. I feel like she's kind of outnumbered, so
Okay.
I will just let it be, and I will stay standing there. Give her a target for her frustration.
Okay. See. Yeah. All right. Let's see. That was him. Her. It comes to her, and she. She's still pissed. She's still swinging at you. It's just you blindly, Pepper. It's like she's not like the AO. You get a less of an idea that it was an AO and more of a she was flailing with her blade and just happened to catch Grim when he left.
Mm-hmm.
So her attacks on you, 6, a 6. Jesus Christ! I can roll. How many 3s can I roll today? And an 18. There we go. There's something.
Yeah, I can't get away from an 18.
And that's 2. A ghetto crit fail on the D6. She is really fucking distraught and just a cyclone of emotion right now. C, having been fired on, is going to take off running into the woods as well.
Run away! Run away!
Yes. Now, where we are sitting, do you want to pursue C and D?
No, I'm not going to.
There's probably too many. I mean, if they get
As-
reinforcements, there's going to be more of them. So let them run. We're not going to chase them to their hideout.
I believe
Not now.
we can remove initiative now. If you guys all just step away from her and let her flail a little more, she'll eventually fall to her knees, sobbing. So
Yeah.
we are out of initiative. Shortly after after she calms down, Wiley and Billy appear out of the woodline. And Wiley goes up to Mabel and just slowly, actually not even slowly, subtly, just disarms her. Pulls 3 daggers and a short sword off of her, and then lets Billy go in, and Billy runs in and just hugs her and is crying with her. What would you guys like to do?
It's a touching family moment.
Probably say you guys need to stick together and be safe.
What I was telling her, Billy looks up at you. Need to stick together.
I'm just gonna let them be and start kind of going through some pockets and seeing if there's any notes, anything on dead people, especially the captain.
Are you going through the barf pants first?
I'll go through barf pants last.
Barf
Go ahead,
pants.
go ahead
Yeah,
and
Pepper-
give me a investigation.
Pepper
check,
kind of
guys.
figures. Pepper will go check C or not E, E, to get kind of away because I feel like she's kind of a target of Mabel's
Mabel's ire.
ire. Yeah,
Okay.
17.
said investigation.
You find a lot of vomit. You do find 2 pieces of paper, and they're slightly damp, that he had on him. And then on his hand, there's a ring. Looks like a signet ring of some kind.
I'll take the ring off of his finger. Put it in my pocket for now. And I'll open up the pieces of paper.
Okay, the first piece of paper you open looks very familiar. It looks similar to the piece of paper you acquired from Wiley's shack. The second piece of paper is a letter that says, "Remember, my brothers, we were once proud craftsmen. We'll perform our current duties with the same precision we used in our past trade. EVC."
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I would show that to Pepper and Graham kind of as everything else is transpiring as I walk around. I'd be like, hey, do these initials make sense to you?
They're not going to make sense to any one of you.
Well, Wiley, can you show? Hey, why don't you show that to or show it to our? I won't say Wiley's name out loud. I'll say show it to our new friend there, and see if he knows what EVC is.
Yeah, I'll slowly make my way over to him. And
What all do you show him?
I'll show him the. So you said the first one was kind of like the letter or the piece of paper that we got from his.
With all the symbols on it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll show him both.
He looks at the piece of paper and goes, "I've seen one of these before. I don't know what they are. I was going to bring it to my superiors." He catches himself and kind of swallows what he was going to say. And he says, "To my superiors, they may know." EVC, I don't know. But again, my superior may.
And who are your superiors?
He kind of
we
Does
had no
does one of these like a head over here, come here, type thing.
When we had been working, or when we'd gone back to the Marshal in Goldshire, he told us in confidence that Wiley was a member of SI6 and he works for Master Shaw.
Oh, that's right. That's
So
right. So I went
you probably have an idea of what.
Yeah, you're right.
SI7, Jeff.
Did I say 6?
Yes, you said 6.
I'm literally looking at the number 7, and I think it's because it's SI and then 7. It looks like the word 6.
Yeah, that could be. I can see that.
Funny. All right, I'll nod to him and say,
when you ask him, he kind of glares at you. It's like, really?
No, I wouldn't. I would. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't ask him. That would be silly.
Well, I mean, he knows me, but he wouldn't have a clue. Well,
yeah,
he probably doesn't know the other two. So I mean,
he's got a loose trust for the other two because he knows you. Like he's not.
Even for showing up here today, I mean, the only way he would have known it was us is if the guy who brought the news back would have said, "Yeah, and there's this green chick."
No.
Is Billy and his sister, are they kind of like done crying, hugging?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna go up to.
She's
what's her
pulling
name?
herself together. Mabel.
I'm gonna go up to Mabel and say, I apologize for having to ask you this so quickly, but do you know who EVC is? These initials.
No. I don't know any of them. The fact that they had me calling him Tommy Fang is ridiculous. And then Billy here freaking came out to find me, and all just a bad idea.
Yes, this is all a bad idea. Let's get you back to your mother.
No. I want to go to my mom. Are you kidding me?
Look. Hey, look. Oh, no, I'm not kidding.
I'm not kidding either. She's a fucking wreck. She doesn't take care of us.
We'll take care of that. We shall make sure that she does.
You gonna bring my dad home too?
Yeah, if we see him.
She tell you that he's dead?
No.
Yeah, she went into a fucking comatose bullshit state.
How old
Let
is
the
Mabel?
house go to shit. Didn't take care of any of us. 17.
Okay. We need to bring Billy back to her. And if she's not going to take care of him, then you must. He is your family. These, and I'm going to motion around to the dead bodies, these are not your family. This is what happens eventually when you lead this life. Do you want this to happen? Do you want Billy to follow you? This could be Billy right here if he leads this life and follows you.
What do you want me to do? I'm 17. How do I make money? How do I get money? My mother's useless. My father's dead. I don't know how to farm. Go sell my body in Stormwind or something?
Well, no, that's probably not a great idea either. We'll get back to the farm. We'll talk to your mother, and we will get this sorted out. We will not leave you there if she is not fit. We will bring you back to town, and the good people there will help and take care of you. I promise.
Good people.
Let's take her back to the logging camp because at least we can get a good meal and then we can do a griffin ride back if there's enough griffins. That seemed like a good plan.
Yes, that does seem like a great plan, Pepper.
A griffin ride? Billy's eyes lit up big time. He's always wanted to ride a griffin.
That's what she said.
Children.
Grim, you were searching Tommy's body, and Pepper, you were searching E.
Yeah, I don't remember what I rolled, but I think it was like a 12. It was not impressive, but not total failure.
Pepper, yeah, 12. Pepper, you set up
terrible.
You find a set of playing cards on them. Grim, you do find a set of dice on Fang. In addition to, of course, the daggers they all have and their masks. Crossbows.
I am gonna
Although the
do.
bolts are pretty much gone at this point.
Sorry. I'm gonna cast Detect Magic as well, just to be sure we don't miss anything.
What is the range on Detect Magic?
30 feet.
30 feet.
I'm more than 30 feet away for sure.
Yeah.
It does last for like 10 minutes though, so probably I'd be walking back by then.
When you cast it, the first thing that pops up is something that Grim is holding. The dice. And then as Pepper comes into range, the cards are also magic.
All right.
Nice.
Oh no.
The signet ring that he picked up,
Nothing.
Nothing. Just a signet ring.
Just a signet ring.
I would have pulled it out to check when I cast. And I'm gonna take a closer look at the signet ring. Is it something I would recognize? History check?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good at these. 5.
No, yeah, you got no clue what this is. Hey, it's a signet ring off a human, so that's half your problem.
I would just kind of.
Would you show it to Pepper?
Yeah, I'd show it to Pepper first, and then Grim once I saw you, or once I got to you.
Yeah, both of you guys can make history checks if you like.
All right. Does this at all, based on the letter, does this at all matter? My background. My background is artisan, so it's related to the crafts peoples.
Yes.
Okay, can I have advantage
Yes.
then?
Is Professor X a human there?
That's Wiley.
Yeah, I know. It has an X
he's
on him.
human.
I called him Professor X.
I like advantage. 22 with advantage.
He's 22. You've seen the symbol before. Older symbol though. Some sort of like stoneworking.
Like a
guild or
mason
something.
type thing.
Yeah, like
or-
a stonemasons guild or something.
Okay. Yeah, I will mention that. Like I haven't seen this exact symbol, but it looks like a guild, like a mason's guild or some kind of craft guild.
It's a triangle with the all-seeing eye, or a hammer. Hammer. What's the Freemasons? The hammer.
Yeah, the hammer.
Or hammer and
Sickle.
I think that's Russian. Isn't that Russian? Hammer and sickle.
Yes, that's Russian.
Yeah, it's very Russian.
USSR to be specific.
Ah.
Yet. All right. I will put that back in my pocket then, and just kind of keep that in the back of my mind.
Right.
It's interesting. Pepper's kind of going through like these aren't bad people. They're just doing bad things for some reason. Or at least they started out as not bad people, maybe. Yeah, let's start walking back to the I guess drag the bodies off the road at least. Maybe put them behind the rock. Just more from a
Just to clean
I
up.
don't want it to look like a yeah.
Just ignore all the blood that's everywhere and the drag marks that'll go behind the rock.
Make a perception check.
Nope.
15.
Stu, you definitely see there are some wolves in the tree line just kind of pacing, waiting. They look pretty skinny and hungry.
Leave this filth here to rot. The wolves will take care of the rest. They are not worth our time.
Sue has absolutely no compassion for someone who just lost a significant other.
Mm-hmm.
This is entertaining for me, personally.
For Jeff.
Yes. Pepper's like, did you just say that out loud?
Pepper's like, really? Like, what the fuck, Sue? Jesus.
Yeah,
Sue, we're going to change your last name to Blunt, because you're just putting it all out there.
I am a cleric. I'm a healer. These people were bringing death. I do not approve. Yeah.
All right.
Although I wouldn't yell that out loud. I would say that between Grim and Pepper.
Give me a hot second here.
It's not like I would like walk up to her and shout it in her face.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she didn't hear you.
Okay.
Your boyfriend's ant food or worm food.
She does walk over to him, and she rifles around. She grabs a dagger off of him, and then she grabs a necklace off of him as well. That has a pendant on it, you see, and she pockets that. And then, without your permission or any prompting from you guys, she grabs Billy's hand and they start walking north towards the logging camp.
All right, I'll follow.
I'm gonna hang back with the other two and be like, maybe I don't think that we bring her back unless she wants to go for a griffin ride. I think she'd probably be better off finding employment at the logging camp, or maybe at the what's the
Gold chair?
Maybe the garrison, or
garrison.
the Northshire Abbey, just somewhere.
At that point, Wiley
back.
steps up like mid conversation about that, and he goes, "I can help them find a home at the logging camp. There's enough odds and ends to do, and if nothing else, we can have them collect apples. Stuff.
I
Food's
think
always.
We'll see how it goes, but I think if we leave Mabel there, bring Billy to his mom, tell her what happened. Maybe to get her out of her funk, she needs a new change of scenery, and maybe she should go also to the logging camp.
You're assuming that
I'm assuming a lot.
Mabel will let you take Billy.
This is a discussion I think we need to have after rest and food. This is not a decision that can be rationally made at this time. We need to give it some breathing room before we even think about proposing this to Mabel.
I let them sleep overnight and think about it.
Yes.
Think about what they've done.
So you guys track north back to the logging camp.
Yeah.
It's probably about noon right now. Because you guys met at first light for this, and this whole combat happened at first light.
Yeah.
Mabel and Billy go just find a large tree on the edge of the logging camp and sit down underneath it, and they're talking. If you don't do anything, as far as they go.
I think we gotta let them talk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll catch up with Wiley a little bit, knowing that he has secrets that aren't even worth asking about, because he'll tell me if he can or wants to. But just kind of do a little catch up on, tell him what we've been doing for the last year or so, and
I'll show the loggers that I can knock down a tree with my warhammer, and they think that's cool.
Nice.
You're chopping down trees with a warhammer. That's impressive.
Splitting wood with a hammer. Yeah, that's fucking cool. um, in your conversations, Sue, I'm assuming you're in part of the conversations with Pepper and Wiley. Yeah.
Yeah, I would join them in that.
He does mention he's not sure what it is, what those sheets of paper with all the symbols are on. He's pretty sure Master Shaw would know or be able to figure it out. When you mentioned the signet ring, he said, "Yeah, that looks familiar." Something about that. But how to figure out like what guild or even who that was necessarily. But he thinks that like if anyone would be able to figure that out, it would be Master Shaw in Stormwind.
Does he also? I'd ask if he has an idea of how many more Defias are hanging around. Like, is there a headquarters?
Well, the Breckwell Pumpkin Patch is Ben. Their like
their
base
island
of operations. Yes. Tommy's parents were murdered, and they kept him. He surrendered to them, and they kept him as a face for the pumpkin patch, basically. Face for the farm for front society purposes. Billy had shown up one day looking for Mabel. He went after Mabel, and she wouldn't allow him to harm Billy. They wanted to off him, but she protected him. She's fiercely protective of him. The wood that has been missing, the shipments of wood that have been missing have been used to build rafts that they're floating down the river for some reason towards the sea. You killed the head of this operation, so I'm assuming the last two have probably fled and abandoned the pumpkin patch. I don't know. You could verify that tomorrow, maybe. But I would definitely I can go verify the pumpkin patch tomorrow. If you guys want to bring this stuff back to Master Shaw, see if you can figure out who that was.
Makes sense.
Sure.
Or what these are. And he points at the two sheets of symbols.
Yeah, I think that would be most beneficial, I think, to our overall quest of this.
I wouldn't worry too much about Mabel and Billy. I can get them introduced here to Raylan, and I'm sure she would have work to keep them busy at least. If you want to go tell their mother where they're at and that they're safe, that might be helpful. It sounds like she isn't doing well in the sanity department. Yeah. That's all I got, really. It's good to see you again, Pepper.
Yes, you too.
Maybe I'll teach Mabel and Billy about the gloriousness that is cow pie bags.
Yeah, just be careful how many you light on fire in the middle of a logging camp.
Yeah, we'll leave the fire bit out of it, but the dumping them out in the right spots and watching the loggers step in it might be something fun for Billy to do. And he chuckles.
Sue just shakes his head and just kind of
make a dexterity saving throw, Grim, as you're trying to chop down one of these trees with your hammer.
Agile like a jungle cat at 9.
Yep. You succeed at taking the tree down like you have. You like they keep having you do it again, but you did step in a pile of cow pat on that one.
Oh! Ah!
It's like the beginning of the movie Clue. Everyone's looking at their boot now.
Blast it!
All right. So you'd spend the rest of the day here. Is there anything you'd like to do before you move on to other things?
I would, because I'm probably going to avoid Mabel out of principle, but I would try to catch Billy, and I would give him 3 gold coins and say, these are for Griffin rides someday when you need to take them. So save these for Griffin rides. Don't use them for anything else. I'm giving you 3 because maybe you could go somewhere. Maybe you can go visit your mom and maybe bring her back. And that would be 3 rides, 1 for you, 2 for you and 1 for her. Or if you have a better way to spend them, this is shows you that when you work for the side of good, what good can happen. And so I'm just trying to impress him into like, I want to be a secret agent someday or whatever. I want to be a soldier of good.
He puts those gold coins deep in his pocket.
Yeah.
He just tucks them down deep in there. He didn't want to lose those at all. He's very excited about the prospect of a Griffin ride.
Yeah.
All right. So what would you like to move on and do then?
What time of day is it? I'm assuming we'll take a long rest.
Mid-afternoon.
Mid-afternoon?
I mean,
Okay.
you can spend the rest of the day here. You can spend the rest of the day here and take a long rest and start out in the morning if you like.
We can do whatever. We got Griffin rides. We got
in fact, let's call that an idea. You spend the rest of the day at the camp, get Billy and Mabel in line with Raylan. The conversation with Billy happens. Your conversations with Wiley happen. Stuff that takes up the better part of the day. You have a nice meal and a rest. And recover from your stuff.
I would also want to have a discussion with the logging camp foreman, whoever runs it, and just say, hey,
Raylan.
Keep an eye out
Supervisor
for these.
Raylan.
Yeah. Talk to these, make sure these kids are good. If they're of need of anything, please, let me know.
Oh, of course.
Find a way to get a hold of me and I will make it right with you.
All right. Well, we got Wiley here too, and he's introduced me to them already. They seem like good kids. It's a shame about their mother and what's going on there. We'll see if we can't reach out to her some way. But they'll be safe here at the camp. They'll have work at the camp. And Wiley's already said that they can take his cottage. So and they'll have a building at least to live in.
For his service or for his agreement to this, I would offer up my clerical services, my cleric services, for mending.
Can you draw up a will and testament for me?
Yeah, I have these bills that need to be paid.
Supervisor Raylan's a woman, by the way.
Oh,
tall, blonde, stock, muscular.
Is that the one we met the night before who was sitting out doing paperwork?
Yep.
I would offer out my cleric services to mend things, if they have small repairs that need to be made, or if there's people that are ill, I would go around to the different barracks and just offer up my services.
Yeah, through the course of the night, you do some of that, mending a few things here and there, and doing a little bit of healing. And the night goes well.
I'd like to spend a little time with the dice too to see if I can figure out what's special about them.
Oh yeah, I would definitely identify them for you.
Yeah, the dice are actually magically loaded dice. That if you say luck be a lady before rolling them, they will roll a 7.
Oh boy.
The dice just come up 7s. If you roll luck be a lady. If you say luck be a lady, that's the activation word, and you roll the dice and they come up 7.
Good thing they're in the hands of someone with unscrupulous character.
Where was
they
this
aren't
for
in the
Iranon?
You'll have to make a you will have to make an item for them. That's just something I created. The cards, on the other hand, when you identify those, that is a card sharps deck, and that is an item in D&D Beyond, and you can look that up and see what it does. It's kind of fun. I'm about to make a name for myself here.
So it wasn't a deck of many things, at least. We don't
way more
introduce those
offensive.
into campaigns.
There's nudie pictures on it. No, wait. What?
Oh, wait a minute. I've seen those somewhere.
I feel like Grim would definitely take those away from her. I need to.
No.
You're young, too young for this. I need to keep this for my personal stash.
Card Sharps deck. This deck shimmers around the edges. While holding this deck, you can use the following properties. Deadly Deal. As an action, you can use this deck to make a ranged spell attack by throwing a spectral card and using dexterity for the attack roll. The card has a range of 120 feet and deals 1d8 force damage on a hit. Or Spray of Cards. As an action, you can shuffle the deck and cast Spray of Cards, the Spray of Cards spell at 3rd level from the deck. Spell save DC 15. Once the deck has cast the spell, it can't be cast again until the next dawn. Spray of Cards. You spray a 15-foot cone of spectral cards. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d10 force damage and has the blinded condition until the end of its next turn. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage only.
That's really cool.
Who wants to be Gambit?
Yeah, literally, that's mon petit, mon cher.
Yeah, I think I had come across that when we were picking out our items, and I was like, "Ooh, this is really cool," but I wanted the magic missiles instead. So,
yep,
that's really cool that it came up in the campaign.
Who's learning Creole for the next session? No,
I can't even learn Scottish. So.
I guarantee.
All right, so you spend the night there. You go through the things. You identify the items. What would you like to do in the morning?
I think that we would just assure Mabel and Billy that we will be around. We're not abandoning them, and we'll, if they are ever in need, to send for us.
So now, did we get the logging camp quest information from Marshall Dugan?
Yes. Marshall Dugan.
Okay, so if there's any reward or anything, it's go back to him.
Yes.
With it. Okay, then we probably should head back to talk to him.
Actually, the reward, yeah, yep. Yes. It would be Marshall Dugan.
And then the only other thing I was thinking is, are we? Oh no,
I'm not sure what happened.
I'm looking at a
I feel
title.
like there might be a new show title.
Oh, okay.
The other thing we probably want to talk, and I don't know if it would be the Raylan at the logging camp or if this is someone else, but if the pumpkin patch is now vacant.
Wiley told you he was going to go inspect that.
Right, but someone's going to need to run it. And then the question is, if the family is gone, who's left? Is there just either the marshal or someone have an idea of who could take over? Because that's, I'm assuming an essential part of the local commerce.
Yeah, they're already.
We would make sure the conversations are being had. I don't think any of us want to be pumpkin farmers.
Yeah. And they're looking into that, and there's also been talk and concern about the McClure Vineyard as well, and what's going on there.
I suppose, yeah.
So,
time for a fresh start.
Yeah.
And actually,
so
John,
you head back.
I was going to say this seems like a good time to stop. Actually, I have a hard out at 10, so if we want to do show titles and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's almost 10 to.
We could, but I got plenty of stuff that would,
We can go
Yeah.
for another 5 or 10 minutes and just wrap it up quick.
That's what I was
Find your-
kind of
find
getting
your
at.
5 minutes to a cliffhanger.
All right.
Or
Sounds good.
start of a new quest.
So
Alright.
you guys head back to Goldshire then?
So I think if we didn't
Via-
reattune our stuff, we could just
I was gonna say, do you
Hearthstone
stone back there in the evening, then, or do you go back in the morning?
I would say we'd go back in
food at
the evening for a nice bed after everybody is safe and sound.
Makes sense. So then in the morning you get up in Goldshire. You stay in your rooms in Goldshire that evening. You get up in the morning. You go talk to Marshal Dugan.
Yeah.
Marshal Dugan is, you give him the information about the missing lumber shipments. That Wiley had figured that out. How much do you explain to him about what's going on with Billy and Mabel?
Probably
Yeah, I think
all of it. I mean, maybe
Otherwise,
not,
you're gonna.
maybe not their involvement with the Defias, just that they were, I mean, anything more than he already knows.
Yeah.
Don't want him to come down on Mabel for,
Mm-hmm.
Being essentially coerced into it.
Do you phrase it as, how do you phrase it? Do you mention the Defias at all? Or do you just say that Billy ended up with Mabel?
I
He
would
ran away.
Yeah, because they're going to have to deal with the pumpkin patch situation. So I think it makes sense to say we encountered some Defias, but we're able to.
we could play around with that a little bit and say Mabel got caught up in Defias activity in regards to just
Her relationship with Tommy.
yeah, like she was dating one, but she wasn't involved. You know what I mean? Kind of like this is my biker gang and this is my girlfriend, but she's not a biker.
Yeah, exactly.
So and then
okay.
Billy ran away to go with her. And I would actually give him the heads up that, hey, their mom ain't doing too great. You might want to send somebody to go check on her.
That's noted. I'll get someone from the cathedral to check on her. Here is 200 gold for the for your help in figuring out what happened with the lumber shipments. Do you guys mention the letters or anything? SI7 or anything like that?
No, I wouldn't.
No.
Do we know where to find Master Shaw? Like,
Wiley
do
would
we
have explained it to you.
Okay. Yeah, then I don't think
you
we need
in
to.
particular.
I don't think there's any reason to involve him in that conversation at this point.
So do you go see Master Shaw then at that point?
I think that would be the next logical step, right?
Master
So
Shaw
we'll do
is
that.
in
Stormwind.
Stormwind. Yeah, so we would have to walk or Griffin to Stormwind.
It's a 3-hour walk or a little less than an hour by Griffin.
I mean, we just made 200 gold, so
Walk. Let's walk. We got a lot to talk about between now and then.
all right.
So there, we'll cut it. And you guys can figure out what you're conversing about and what you want to do and get your story straight before you go talking to Master Shaw.
Where did you say Master Shaw was?
Stormwind.
Okay,
Stormwind.
And we'll start with we will start with you coming to the city of Stormwind and walking through the gates next time.
Yay! This is where he says, "And you level up."
Yes, and you level up.
Yay! Sometimes it's worth asking.
This is the
Yeah, this
leveling
was a
up you're looking for.
This was a level up marker I had in my outline. Yes. The
Yeah,
death
yeah.
of Captain here was a level up marker.
Dope.
So.
Dope. Beautiful.
Okay.
All right.
Just so you know, I'm gonna bring Fireball to the party next time. So
When I was
Holy
contemplating because Tommy was dead. FYI, a little behind the scenes in my headspace. I was contemplating Mabel pulling out a single bead necklace of Fireball
Whoa.
in her grief with her life being twisted and done.
So just like instead of using like a pellet of smoke that like a magician would have, it would be like a pellet of fireball that would basically flame her out.
Flame her out, torch Captain's body.
Flame on.
Like, had she been more, that was the moment where I was like, how devoted to the Defias is Mabel? And I determined she wasn't really. She was devoted to Tommy.
I like that ending better.
Had she been devoted to the Defias, she would have thrown that fireball down.
And I think she would have been dead at the end. I mean, either we're dead or she's dead, right? So.
Oh yeah, she would have been dead. It would have torched Captain's body. And, like, there would have been more.
Yeah.
There wouldn't have been any paper on his body. That's for sure.
I mean, I was standing right there. It would have been. It would have been a little rough.
It would have been interesting. That's for sure. But
do you like some pepper with your barbecue?
Black pepper pork.
Wait a minute.
Peppa Pig? Is that what we're calling you from now on?
This is a PG show, Jeff. No porking pepper.
On that note,
or peppering the pork.
We are Two Nerds One Quest. We are here Sunday mornings, 8 a.m. Central Time, twitch.tv /
No new show title.
Tom M. Norm, TOMMNORM, or bit.ly/nerdtube. That's our YouTube channel. Go there for all of our past shows. All of our archives are there. Follow us. Have fun. Give us show titles. If you join us live, you can do so. Vote on show titles as well. Podcast with patreon.com / 2 nerds 1 quest is that's right, patreon.com / 2 nerds 1 quest. Yep, that's right. That comes out in the afternoon today. The edited podcast for the public for free comes out Thursday mornings. So you get the Patreon unedited podcast like 4 days earlier. So do that. Just $1 a month gets you our weekly show, and it helps support the show as well. Speaking of supporting the show, give us ratings and reviews. You can also use your Amazon Prime sub on Twitch. Doesn't cost you anything. If you have Amazon Prime, throw it at us. Give us that sweet $2.50 that Amazon gives you for free. With that being said, for me, for Coach, for Genius, and for the DMJC.
I'm back.
Guess who's back?
Coffee goes right through you, man.
you only rent it, right? Later, nerds.
Exactly.